Religious and philosophical thoughts in the English Renaissance. The English Renaissance, 16th-17th centuries, was a period of profound religious and philosophical change. It saw a reformation, the rise of humanism, and the emergence of new scientific and political ideas. These shifts influenced literature, drama, and intellectual discourses. Religious thought, the Protestant Reformation and its impact. The English Reformation, initiated by Henry VIII in 1534 with the Act of Supremacy, breaking from the Catholic Church and establishing the Church of England, led to religious conflicts between Protestants and Catholics influencing political and literary work. Under Elizabeth I, England adopted a moderate Protestantism, but tensions remained. Major religious themes in literature. John Fox's Acts and Monuments, Fox's Book of Martyrs, glorified Protestant martyrs and condemned Catholic persecution. John Donne, his poetry reflected personal struggles with faith from Catholicism to Anglicanism, Holy Sonnets. George Herbert, a devotional poet exploring divine grace, the temple. John Milton, his epic Paradise Lost 1667 marks Christian theology with Renaissance humanism justifying God's ways to man. Puritanism and its influences. The Puritans sought to purify the Church of England from Catholic influences. Their strict moral codes influenced literature, particularly the closure of the theatre in 1642 under Puritan rule. John Bunyan's Pilgrim's Progress 1678 became a major Puritan allegory of spiritual salvation. Philosophical thought, humanism, empiricism, and political theory. Renaissance humanism, inspired by classical Greek and Roman philosophy, humanists emphasized reason, individualism, and secular knowledge. Sir Thomas More's Utopia 1516 imagined an ideal society based on reason and justice. Francis Bacon promoted learning and a scientific method, arguing for empirical observation over medieval scholasticism. Empiricism and science. Francis Bacon advocated for empiricism knowledge through experience and scientific method. Isaac Newton, his work Physics and Mathematics, Principle of Mathematica, exemplified the rationalist shift in thought. Political philosophy. Niccolo Machiavelli is the prince, influencing English political thought, advocating pragmatic leadership. Richard Hooker is of the laws of ecclesiastical polity, defended Anglicanism against Puritanism, balancing church and state. Thomas Hobbes' Leviathan argued for absolute monarchy to maintain order, challenging traditional divine right theories. John Locke advocated for natural rights and government by consent, influencing later democratic ideas. Two treatises of government, 1689. The interplay between religious philosophy and literature. Shakespeare's plays explored existential play, religious question, Hamlet, measure for measure. Milton's Areopagitica argued freedom of speech and religious tolerance. John Donne's The Metaphysical Poetry blended philosophy, theology, and personal meditation on faith.